Good evening. My name's Dan Lammy. I live at 961 North New Street, and I appreciate you giving me time to speak to you tonight. I've taught in the district for 24 years, and I know that things change very slowly usually. My fear is that things quickly undone can take a very long time to be righted. My fear comes from a conversation I had with a young teacher who teaches in science and technology, a teacher who could easily find a job in another district. And they said to me, Dan, do you think I should stay at Henderson? I said, what do you mean? They said, no, don't get me wrong, I love Henderson. I love the students, the faculty, the administration supports us. What disturbs me is the school board. The way we've been treated, stonewalled at the negotiations table, after taking no salary increase for a year voluntarily, and then working to the contract, but then going back to working everything we did before, a very metered response. And we're criticized for now working to the contract again. This from a board who hired for this negotiation the only negotiator who ever drove this district to a strike. You hired him. What kind of message does that send to us? But I'm not trying to malign Mr. Sultanic. He's your employee. He does what you tell him to do. We go to fact-finding. Your proposal was so onerous that when the fact finder went to a middle ground, we rejected it 95%. This from a bunch of greedy teachers who are greedy, that's why they went into education. And then you asked, what could we do to make this contract better? We gave you a list of things. You accepted some of them, voted down 85% from the same teachers. I suggest you should vote education, not politics. I suggest the whole community should vote education and not politics. Thank you very much.
Brian Johnson, 777 Bradford Terrace. I've been working in this district for 6 years in some capacity. I've gone from a daily sub to a building sub to a long-term sub to a part-time teacher to a full-time teacher. I've been here for a while. And in this time, this is the only district that I chose to sub at. This is the only place I wanted to be. And a lot of things that are going on through this school board has left me in dismay. My profession has been attacked by the school board as not being, well, we're being greedy, we're being selfish, we're not doing a good enough job for our community. And I think that's completely dishonest on your part. So, a couple things that I've thought. Unfortunately, a lot of things in this district have changed over the past couple of years. I felt a high level of disrespect for my profession from this board. In terms of contracts being offered to me and my colleagues, I feel this board has shown that it has confused the words compromise and conquering. Due to this nature, I've had to reevaluate my situation. I would like to continue working in this district and start a family and raise a family here. But not getting a raise, and well, what you guys call a raise, although my net income goes down overall, does not count as a raise. This has forced me to actually think about departing this district. I love this district. I want to be here. I want to teach here. I love my students here. I love the kids that I help coach here. I want to be here in every aspect that I can be. But you're doing everything in your power to prevent me from doing that. If this board continues on with this blatant disrespect and malicious attacks on teachers, I feel that I, along with many of my colleagues, will have to consider working somewhere else that treats us fairly and with respect. I hope this board or the next board can help establish a better direction for teachers and school boards to communicate. Thank you for your time.
My name is Scott DeLone, and I'm a physics teacher at Henderson High School. I graduated from the Honors College at Penn State in 2009 with a bachelor's degree in physics. I'm dual certified in physics and chemistry, and I'm also certified to teach AP Physics. I coach the Science Olympiad and Physics Olympics teams at Henderson. I believe that I have many qualifications that are desired by this district and others in the area. This is currently my 5th year at Henderson High School. During my first year, I twice received calls from Downtown School District asking me to apply for a job, but I declined. After my second year, I applied for a job and was offered a job at Radnor High School, but once again, I declined. This past summer, there were openings at Conestoga, Pencrest, and Lower Merion, but I did not apply to any of them. Despite opportunities to leave this district, I have stayed. I love teaching and I love working with the students at Henderson. But you have put me in a position where I have to ask, why should I stay at Westchester? Why should I stay in a district that is willing to place its economic burdens on students by implementing a $75 activities fee and raising parking rates from $15 to $70, but refusing to raise taxes by $48 when we already have the lowest in the county? Why should I stay at a district that has not given teachers a raise in over 3 years? Why should I stay at a district that has eliminated elective classes by raising class size minimums and is willing to allow multiple high school classes to have over 30 students? Why should I stay at a district that does not support its students or its teachers? It's time for this board to start inspiring our students to achieve their personal best through its actions, or we as a community need to get a board that will. I don't want to leave Henderson, but if we continue to have a board that does not support public education, then you can expect my letter of resignation in June.